Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be answering a very simple question. Is there any reason to run vents in Blitz versus calibrated shells? Now, vents is essentially a free small food. We can see here tinned food. It gives me 25 more DPM, 3.4 meters better view range, and slightly better terrain crossing capacity. And if we take a look at vents, it's giving me about 67 more DPM and a little bit better terrain crossing capacity. So it's kind of a mix between large food and small food. It's like right in between. So in that regard, it is pretty nice, right? You're getting more view range, you're getting more DPM, you're getting better aiming time, better base dispersion, better turret turn rate, better hull turn rate, and better terrain crossing capacity. In general, Vents is actually a pretty big buff. And if you want my honest opinion, I genuinely believe it is much better than running Gunrammer. I wish you had the option between Gunrammer and Vents instead of Gunrammer and Cali, because then you would actually have two interesting choices. But for me, I do find improved vents to be quite a bit better than Gunrammer currently, because you're still getting increased DPM. If I was running Gunrammer, let's pretend the Atlas had Gunrammer, I'd probably get like an additional 100 DPM. And with vents, I'm still getting like, 70% of that DPM, but in return, I'm getting more mobility, better accuracy, better aiming time. So you're getting a lot more with running vents than you are just with the 1 DPM buff running Gunrammer. And because of that, it does feel pretty nice, especially when you're driving a vehicle like the Atlas, which is kind of an in-between vehicle, right? You have the advantage of running a single shot or an autoloader on this vehicle, and the autoloader plays kind of like a single shot, But let's see what we can do here. Up against us, we have a 57 Heavy and a Kampfpanzer 70, a BZT 70, and AMX 5120. So they have quite a few heavies, and interestingly enough, I don't see a single one. Now we do have the enemy 62A, which we get 2 shells into right there. And, oh, you gonna poke me? Well, there you go. We just took 630 health off of the enemy T-62A, so that's pretty nice. Let's reload. We have a lot of vehicles over here, and we're gonna aim it on the rear of the 50... Well, I was hoping I could hit him, but unfortunately, our first burst did not. However, I'm just gonna hit the AMX. There you go. 404. Not bad. We do have the Torn Von supporting me as well, so that's not too bad either. We've already dealt 1,400 damage, which is quite good. I mean, the thing that I always really liked about this vehicle is that it has pretty good damage output. Got a bounce from the 4005. All right, KPZ shot, which means now's my chance to drive out. There's 374. We reload again. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Batchat. Oh, I love teammates, guys. Bro. Why couldn't he have just driven around me? Was that too challenging of a task? Like, what the cringe? Alright, 1, 2, 3. There's 512 off the 4005. And 1, 2, 3. We don't get any more out, but we still took a very, very large chunk off that player, about 600 hit points. That's where, obviously, running the autoloader does feel very nice, is when you're able to output that substantial damage into his vehicle. There's 370 into the 4005. Batchat's making his way up. It's kind of funny how tall the 4005 is. I can literally just see his vehicle from here. The Boss Chatillon is doing whatever he's going to do. We're going to aim it on the side of the 4005. There you go. There's 340 off of his tank. I'll let the Batchat deal with him because it's not my problem anymore. Let's go over towards the enemy 57 Heavy. Let's see if we can get some damage into him. Alright, keep on going, and let's aim in. 1, 2, 3. There's 338, and 1, 2, 3. We only took 250 off the 62A, but that's still totally fine. I mean, the 62A at this point is not doing very good. Gonna give him a nice little love tap, which brings him down to a 1 clip, and let's see. I can't pen him reliably anywhere there, but 1, 2, 3. He's out of the game. And all that leaves us with is the enemy at 60 TP. We've already dealt 4,200 damage. And I don't think we're going to be able to deal any more. Oh, we did! We got it out! I can't believe it. I pressed the fire button before we even got around the corner because I knew that my second or third shell was going to kill him. And there you go. Pretty good game. So, in this battle, we can see where vents may be nicer, right? Especially with a vehicle like the Atlas, where you have this kind of burst-style gun. Being able to hit your shots on the move is quite nice. Being able to have better aiming time and slightly better accuracy, it makes this gun feel a bit more responsive. And yeah, we did pretty good that game. The 4005 definitely learned his lesson. And that's one of the things I do like about the autoloader on this gun, is that it does a lot more high explosive damage. versus the single shot. So if a player like the 4005 sits in the open, I can take 1,000 hit points off of them with the autoloader versus like 600 with the single shot. So you definitely want to be careful if you're in a lightly armored vehicle against the Atlas and it is running the autoloader. It's able to literally two-clip you if you're not running Spall Liner. If it gets the rear of your tank, like the 57 Heavy there, yeah, it can be quite dangerous. But so far, we've been having a pretty good result in the Atlas, and especially running vents. I can definitely see an argument to using it, right? I mean, Gunrammer only gives you one buff. It's better DPM. And while that buff is nice, it doesn't really make enough of a difference in a lot of the games I play. But having better accuracy and better DPM and better mobility and better view range, you can start to make an argument to like, okay, well, I'm out spotting this player. It's giving me more view range, which is more information. Because I have better accuracy and better aiming time, I can hit my shots from further distances more reliably. And because I have better DPM, I can still out-reload whatever it is in front of me if it was using the same tank and the same gun. So that I can start to understand the arguments for where the Atlas, would benefit from running vents. And that's why I genuinely think that vents is actually pretty good. Wargaming buffed it, I don't know how long ago, but maybe a year ago or so it got buffed, and because of that, it's a lot better than what it used to be. But yeah, like having better power to weight ratio and better terrain resistances means, on a map like this, going up the medium hill is a lot better. Honestly, Middleburg is one of the worst designed maps in the game. I can tell you that right now. I don't know why Wargaming designed a map where you're basically screwed if you're in a heavy because you have to drive up a hill. Like, if you're in a super heavy E100, VK90, SPHT, you're going to be spending 8 years climbing up this hill. It's not very good game design, if you ask me. But, oh well. As we know, Wargaming is not the best with game design. So we are going to see if we can find the enemy. There's nobody here, and for some reason our Karo... Oh, there are tanks here. I was going to say for some reason our Karo isn't stepping into the base. But yeah, let's go wide over here, and we have the enemy Eric, who, wow, just got completely annihilated. I'm not seeing anything else up this hill, so because of that, I'm going to move up, and we'll see if I can get some damage out. We have the Eric, who... obviously, I'd like to be able to get some bleeds into. There is 360 off that player, and there is another 419. Eric bounces me, gets taken out of the game. That's pretty good stuff. We're going to turn around and see if we can deal some damage into the enemy Rhino, because he's probably going to try leaving. Alright, let's move over here. Actually, we have the enemy Yo, and I'm going to aim it on that. 1, 2, 3. That's 375 into the Yo, and, oh, thank you. Once again, my teammate going in front of me. Okay, well, at least we got my second burst out, but, like, bro, it's not that hard to see. Oh, look, I have a teammate here aiming in on this player. Let me not drive in front of him. Like, what are we doing? All right, well, the Yo is, he's struggling to get in the position, so we get another 350 off of his tank. That puts us up to 1,800 damage. And unlike anybody else on our team, I was smart enough to capture the base because I don't want to lose to base cap. We have the Tornvon up top, which is a bit of a problem. We have the T95 in front of me, and 1, 2... Okay, that's not where I aimed, game, but oh well. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, that's not great. We have the 260 and all these vehicles up top, and... Okay, well, at least the Yo bounced me, but nobody's pushing down, and base cap is already up to 700. Like, this game's going to be a loss if our team doesn't do anything about it. I'm going to ignore the T95 for now. I'm going to push the Yo and try and take him out of the game. Taking that player out alone is going to be pretty... influential, so let's push over here. 1, 2, 3. See if that ramp can kill him alone. No, it didn't, but took the Yo out of the game. That's obviously pretty good. And now I'm going to push over towards the T95, and let's see, our Tornvon kills the enemy 183, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to push over towards the T95 and see if I can help out. Let's keep going, keep going. The Atlas is decently mobile, at least, so you do have that ability to at least push in the position, but yeah, I'm going to capture this base, and while I'm doing that, there's 358 off the T95. Let's aim in on his roof. There's another 234. Let's keep capturing the base. Oh, good job, Tornvon. Let's just sit in the open and die. Bruh, these players are so genuinely horrible. I mean, I'm not worried at this point because we're just going to aim it on the roof, and there's 396. And we can reload again, load a gold shell, and we can take the T95 out, but like... Bro, how hard is it to not sit in front of the slowest tank in the game when we're already down on base cap? It's pretty funny. So, we did fine in these battles. The shots in the T95 were not great. for those of you that don't know, you can shoot the T95 in the track wheel and you can pen it. But with this gun, it's a little tricky to do that because you have to hit 3 shells in succession in the track wheel, and because of that, it generally doesn't go that well for you. But I'll take 3,600 damage. I will take finishing quite easily top on the team. So yeah, I don't have a problem with vents. It definitely helped me get up the hill faster. It probably helped me with some of my shots on that yo. There are advantages. Obviously, calibrated shells has its own set of advantages, and you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.